Ever go camping and have just that one item that you wished you had? Or maybe you go camping and you have that one item that you take with you every single time and you use it religiously? Well, that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to share our top 10 things that we love to take camping with us. So stick around and come along.
These are not in any particular ranking order. These are just the items that we like to take with us when we go camping. So the first item we want to show you is our Uton portable camping stove. Comes in this nice little nifty case. Yeah, when it's just Corey and I, we don't need a whole bunch of stuff and we can eat pretty simply.
And then you just connect this into one of those little butane tanks. This is your regulator over here, and this is how you turn it up and turn it down.
And then you just put your pot on top of that and away you go. So one of the things we like to use on our little portable stove is the Stanley 24-ounce quick boil pot. It's really handy. You flip that down and then you have a handle. It has a little lid and it's got some steamer vents right up here in it. And it comes with 2 little coffee cups. Now, I'm not the coffee drinker. He's the coffee drinker. And as much as we do like these little cups, and we actually eat out of these because his coffee cup is usually this size.
And for big people like me, it's good for portion control.
Yeah. So when it's just Corey and I going camping, we like to go hiking, and a lot of times when we get back to camp, we really just want something to replenish our bodies. We're not really interested in a big meal or fancy cooking or anything like that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So what we like to do is get the dehydrated meals. The Mountain House has been pretty good. We've not really had any bad example of any of the dehydrated meals. It's just what I happen to have in my camping pantry. I will say that the sausage and biscuits are the bomb. They're really, really good. So all you do is you boil your water and then you pour it in the bag and you have to let it set for like 8 to 10 minutes. Well, it's going to cool off in that amount of time. So what Corey did was he made a little envelope bag. And you open this up, you pour your water in here, you stir your stuff up, you kind of fold it down and seal it. And you set it down in here. And it keeps it warm. And then you just let it set for 8 to 10 minutes. You can be relaxing, doing a campfire, whatever. And then you come back, open it up, and dinner's ready, which we use these for the bowls.
Now, if you'd like to see one of these made so you'll know how to make one, let me know in the comments below, and let me know you'd like to see this made, and we'll be happy to show you how we made this. Now, sometimes whenever you go camping at night is a pretty intimidating time, especially whenever it's in the summertime and you're a little hot and you really can't seem to get comfortable. Well, we have a couple of these fans that we use in our tent, and they hang above on the top. And you saw on our tent video how we hang them down, or we have a little hook place up there to hang stuff like this down. And this is the fans that we use, and they work really well.
So that's just fan. So I don't have anything to show you that it's blowing. And then it also has a light with a fan. And it can hang, and it's just nice because sometimes it gets really hot out and I don't like to sweat when I'm sleeping, so I love a good fan. This is something I really like to have when we're camping. These are the Pittsburgh 7/8 inch spring clamp set. They're heavy duty, they're a fiberglass reinforced nylon body. These little pads here can swivel so you can adjust them however you need to, and they'll fit around different things. And they're non-conductive. They're really strong. I don't remember what we wanted to clamp. I think it was a tarp. And Corey said, those will never hold it. And I was like, no, I think they will. And they did. They're really good and strong, sturdy little clamps. You can use them for anything. You can put potato chip bags together.
Don't try to hang your kids off the tree with them.
Yeah, that didn't work. They're a little heavy for that.
We got these at Harbor Freight, and I think they were like $6 for the.
Yeah, they were not expensive, but they're good, sturdy little clamps, and I really like them, so I just wanted to share that with you.
We were part of one of those adventure box things for a while, and they sent us this little ditty bag, and we've actually gone and bought a couple more of these since then. These are great for sealing up things. They're waterproof. They're made out of Cuban fiber, so they're really strong and tough. But what you do with these little things is you can actually fill these up with whatever you want to keep, either wet or dry. Like if you wanted to put your wet clothes in them from swimming or something, you could do that, and you put that in there. Then you take this and you can cinch it up, and then you can roll this up, and it has this cute little hat that you can put on it. And what that little hat does is it just covers that up to keep that from unrolling, and then you can cinch these up on your strap. And then there you have it. You can put food in there, you can put whatever you want. Like sometimes whenever you're around areas with bears and you're not out for but just a couple of days, you can put your food in here, hang that up over a tree, and then get that out of the way of the bears, far enough away from your campsite so you don't have to worry about the bears looking for you at night. So that's another thing you could use these for. And again, they're waterproof, they're made out of Cuban fiber, and they're really, really strong and really, really useful.
So Corey and I mentioned that sometimes it's just him and I when we go camping and we use the freeze-dried foods. And when it's the three of us, when it's Corey and I and our son and maybe another group of people, we have to bring a little bit larger items so that we can help fix food for everyone. So two of our favorite things we have are iron skillets. I have a little cast iron skillet that I absolutely love to make eggs in. And then I have a larger carbon steel, and it's not quite as heavy as the cast iron, and the metal's a little thinner, but you season it just like you would this pan. So we really like using these out in the woods. You don't need soap and water to clean it. You don't ever want to use soap and water in your cast iron anyway, and this is the same concept. So we like to take these when we're like, I call it big camping.
And another nice thing is that these are sturdy enough that you could actually use these on an open fire. The only other thing we're going to purchase eventually is one of those camp-made Dutch ovens. And we're thinking about getting one of those really soon because you can actually make biscuits in those. Now, something everybody always needs at a campsite is a stove, especially if you want to eat. Unless, of course, you're predominantly wealthy and you can afford to go out and eat while you're there. But sometimes that isn't possible because you may be way in the backcountry or whatever. We looked around for different stoves and we came across this one. It's one of the newer model Coleman stoves, and it's a little bit different than your average camp stove. And at first glance, you may obviously see what the difference is in the stove, and that it has an actual grill rather than just having the burners all the way across. And even though the little space over there is small for the burner, it's actually adequate for what we use to cook on the burner. And another nice thing is you can actually put those skillets that we just showed you on here as well too, and they will heat up and they will fry just as good as they would if they were on a burner. Now, one of the things that we have done to add a little bit more flexibility with our camping style is we have gotten this adapter that goes from the camp stove to a propane tank. So we can take a literal propane tank with us and use this stove for a longer period of time. And this was about $12 or so from Amazon that we got, and it has been a lifesaver with those little cans that run out also too quickly.
So this is an item I like a lot because it stores short, but then it will pop up and you can put your trash bag in it. It's just handy because then you're not trying to fight. If you got trash in both hands and you're trying to open the bag, this just leaves the bag open and then you tie it up and take it off. So this is a handy little thing that I like a whole lot because it, like the trash can, folds up compact, and then you just blow it up and you can push that in. But it's a light and it has 3 different brightnesses. And it flashes.
For distress.
And the really cool thing is, it's solar powered. I don't need batteries like I do for the fan and those lights. I set it out while we're off camping and let it charge up. I find a nice sunny spot and I just let it charge up. At night when you're ready to go, you have light. And it's not that blinding light in your face. We got this at REI. I know you can find them on Amazon. I really love these little lights. I want to get several more.
What we do is we throw this in the dashboard on our way to go camping, and usually that charge will last the whole weekend. Bonus time! We know we've already gone through 10 items, but we wanted to go ahead and share just a couple other things that we think might be useful for you in your camping. So we're going to add these bonus items with it.
So one of the things, we actually keep this in our vehicle at all times. So whether we're camping, hiking, no matter what, it's always in the vehicle with us, is our first aid kit. So this just kind of makes sure that while you're out there and something does happen, and I hope nothing does, you can at least patch it up, fix it up, till you can get to medical care if you need it. Hopefully you won't. Maybe you just need a Band-Aid and some antiseptic wipe and you'll be good.
There's been a lot of controversy over the years about bug sprays and different things like that. And they say that putting DEETs on your skin isn't good for you health-wise. But we found this product here. This is by Repel, and it is made out of lemon and eucalyptus. And all of the studies are now showing that lemon and eucalyptus repels mosquitoes better than anything on the market, including DEET. And this product really works. You may have to spray it on every once in a while because, like anything else natural, it will be absorbed into your skin. So will DEET, so keep that in mind. It'll be absorbed into your skin, so you have to refresh it every couple hours or so, maybe every 4 hours. But this stuff really works, and it's well worth looking into. One of the most crucial things whenever you go camping is communication with your partners. And what we have decided to do is we are using these Arc Shell communicators now. And they are great little walkie-talkies that you can take. They're multi-channel, so you can get on a channel that's maybe not used as frequently. But like if your spouse or your friend or something are walking their dogs and they get trapped by a rattlesnake or something like that and you stay back at camp, you can communicate with each other through these. And then the person that is the person in the rear can go and fetch help. So these things are extremely nice to have. We suggest you get a good set of these, at least with a 2-mile radius on them. That way you can communicate over longer distances. They do make these that are up to 15, 20 miles long. Since these are multi-channel and all of the channels are shared, even if you're out by yourself and you have one of these and somebody else in the campground has one, if you find the channel that they're utilizing, you can actually still communicate with somebody to come help you. So those are things that we think are very important to go out whenever you're in the backcountry or when you're in the woods going camping. Crystal, you there?
I am.
Hey, can you bring me a glass of tea?
But you're by the refrigerator.
Please. So that was our favorite items that we want to take camping with us. What are some of your favorite items that you take camping with you? Leave it in the comments below. Let us know what you take camping with you. Maybe there might be something that we could use better than what we already used.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you can get notifications every time we have a new video out.
Exactly. Go ahead and give us the big thumbs up if you'd like. If you like this video and you think it's worthwhile. Petey says it's time for you to head over to our Patreon page. And in our Patreon page, you can show your support to us for as little as $1 a month.
For your support, you'll have access to exclusive content, bloopers, as well as
a members-only Facebook page,
as well as swag and possible free giveaways.
So we just want to say to you, thank you so much for your support to our channel. We really appreciate you being here, and we love you hanging around with us and giving us comments. So until next time,
happy trails. You can go to our Patreon page. Bing! Sorry, I messed it up.
Bing! It was a delayed bell.
Sorry.